video. This time we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be looking at um, called Army Orcs Goblins. Oh my! So let's just get into the deck. I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible and just look at the most important cards in the deck. So we're going to start with the commander. Um, he's super cheap at 2 mana. And he says, if one or more counters will be put on an army, goblin, or orc you control, you put an additional 1/1 counter. Um, this planeswalker is very good because get it out for 4 mana, and then all your creatures have menace. And then you can -2 them twice to amass 2. So when you amass 2, you'll get a 3/3, and then when you amass again, you'll have a 5/5. So let's look at the cards that are the cards that will win you the game. So we're going to look at Drana, Liberator Malachor. She's not any of the creature types, but she does have flying and first strike. And whenever she deals damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on each attacking creature you control, which is awesome. So if you're able to ping through for the 2 damage with her, she'll become a 3/3. And then all of your other armies, orcs and goblins that are attacking will also get an additional 1/1 counter, and they'll get another 1/1 counter from the commander itself. So this is good. Let's see, which other cards I think matter the most. Nope. We're going to look at Terrain Mauler. So it's a 3 mana changeling. So it's your orc, your army, or your goblin. That says whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may put a 1/1 counter on it. So every time they cast a spell, if you can control your commander, it'll get 2 counters. So this thing can get huge. So we play cards like Thud or what's the other one? Fling and Kazul's Fury. So if you can get this thing big and they're already at a very low life point total, you could just attack in if they're, if you can attack in with it. If not, that's fine. Then you can sacrifice it and then deal the amount of damage that you need to kill your opponent in 1 shot. Then we're going to look at Orcish Siege Master. So it's a 3 mana trampler that gives all other orcs and goblins you control trample, sorry. And then whenever it attacks, it gets X and O, which is the greatest power among creatures you control. So this thing can swing for like a lot. It's going to be huge, and giving your other creatures trample is very good in this deck. Then we're going to look at some of the other cards. So we have Dragon Fodder, and we have Krankle's Command, which allows us to make a couple. It'll make 2 1/1 goblins with Dragon Fodder, and then 2 1/1 goblins with Krankle's Command. We have Sign in Blood, obviously, to draw cards. Then we have a bunch of spells that lets us sacrifice creatures, draw a couple cards, keep the game going, get the cards that you need. We have Whisper of the Dross just to get the proliferate on all your creatures. And then for artifacts, we're running the standard, mana rocks. So we have the Commander Sphere, the Signet, the Skull Clamp, the Rakdos Signet, the Soul Ring, Swift Boots for protection, Talisman of Endurance. Then we have Dreadhorde Invasion, which is very good because if you can get your zombie above 6 power, it's going to have lifelink, which will keep you in the game. We play Phyrexian Arena just to draw a couple more cards. And then this is the land base. So we have Baradur, which allows you to mass X. You can only activate if a creature died. Most likely it'll come into play untapped because you can pump out your commander on turn 2. What else? We have Mines of Moria in here just to generate treasure tokens. If there's a bunch of cards in your drop that you don't need, you could just tap 4, tap this, exile 3, create 2 treasure tokens. We run Rogue's Passage. So we run this land in particular for its ability that a creature cannot be blocked. So if you select a huge creature, make it unblockable, attack for a lot, most likely win the game with this card alone. And that's about it. So this deck is super cheap and super synergistic. So you can buy it from anywhere between $50 to $60, depending on which websites you use. Whatever the case may be, I hope you enjoy this deck tech, and I hope you guys build this deck. And if you do build a deck, mention me, Lexicon Architect, and tweak it to your liking. You don't have to run the exact list I'm running. Purposely, I left out Orcus Bowmaster because the card is expensive. Probably would be cost less tickets online. I really don't know how much it's going for. But anyway, that's the deck. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.